Finding profitable vending machine locations is the number one thing that separates people who actually make money in this business from people who just own expensive metal boxes sitting in their garage. Most beginners think you need to cold call hundreds of businesses or knock on doors for weeks, but we've placed over 100 machines generating over $1 million annually, and I find about 80% of the locations using nothing but Google Maps from my computer. I'm going to show you my exact process for finding $1,000 a month locations using only Google Maps, including the parking lot test I use to qualify businesses before I ever make contact. So what are we actually looking for? We're looking for the holy grail of vending, which is foot traffic. The higher the foot traffic, the higher the sales, the more money you make. A minimum that I like to go for is 50 people. That's the minimum amount of people on average per day that will walk past that machine or those machines. Now, why does 50 matter? Because below that number, the sales are too unpredictable. You're gonna have out of date stock, you're gonna have inventory issues, and you're going to lose money. So we're looking for manufacturing, medical, schools, gyms, car dealerships, call centers, etc. These are all notorious for being ideal vending locations because the foot traffic numbers are there on a daily basis. So gyms, why do they work? Because you have the morning and evening rush, 2 rush times to hit those numbers. Medical offices work because people are in the waiting room waiting to go back, they can get a snack or drink. Car dealerships work because they're in the waiting room while their car is being serviced and they can get a drink or snack. So let's open up Google Maps and let's see how this works in action. Okay, so I've got Google Maps pulled up here. Obviously I'm in Florida. We're just gonna go with a random town and I'm gonna pick Omaha, Nebraska. Let's go with car dealerships in Omaha, Nebraska. So we have car dealerships pulled up here. I'm just gonna click a random one to see Royal Motors. We're gonna go down here. We're gonna click Street View. Okay, so we can see that this is more like a mom and pop car dealership. That's more than likely not going to have enough foot traffic. 1 or 2, 3 people work there. Not a ton of people come by per day. So this would not be a location that we would jot down. So let's look here for some other car dealerships that possibly could work. So here's Superior Honda. So we're gonna click this. Okay, 1,000 reviews. You can scroll down, you can see pictures, but let's do Street View. And look at this, takes us right into the inside of the building. This is not even leaving your house. We're inside of the dealership. Let's walk around and look if we see anything. Look right there. A BevMax drink machine, AMS snack machine. They've got some coffee service here. Looks like they're giving away free water. So now that we know that they have machines, we need to find out if they're happy with their service. Are they having issues? But this would be a potential location that we could obviously go after. Let's type in nursing homes. So we're gonna start just zooming in and looking at different facilities. This is the parking lot test, right? So the Heritage at Legacy, how many cars are here right now? Looks like a decent sized building, but if their car lot only has 10 cars, 20 cars, I don't know, maybe not enough foot traffic. So let's zoom in on some other nursing homes. Okay, Brookstone Meadows, huge campus, large parking lot, home health. So they have some assisted living. Look at this parking lot right here. So this would be one that we definitely would want to check out. We can go Street View. We can look around, right, to get a feel for it. Look at all the cars in the parking lot. Looks like they're expanding. That would be something that we would check out. Again, this is the Google Maps method where we're just going on Google and zooming in to look and see what we can find. We're trying to qualify before we call, solicit, or go anywhere. Let's go on Google to see what we can find. We're gonna do that. We're gonna save our 10 or 15 best locations. We're gonna write those down. We're gonna take screenshots. We're gonna write down those businesses' names and addresses. By the way, if you're serious about finding profitable locations but don't want to waste time on dead leads, I put together a complete blueprint that shows you exactly how to find locations, contact businesses, and close deals. Click the first link in the description to learn more. Let's get back into the video. So let's talk about that parking lot test. When we're zooming in on Google Maps and we're looking at the parking lot, we're gonna be able to see how many cars are there. So if you see 20, 30 cars, that means more than likely there's probably 50 plus people inside. 50 plus people is that minimum number that we need for enough customers for your machine to make 800 to 1,000 or more a month. And obviously, why does this matter? The more people, the more customers that are buying from your machines. If the parking lot is empty, the business probably doesn't have enough customers to warrant spending thousands of dollars on a vending machine. So next, let's talk about reaching out to those potential locations. So let's pick our top 5 locations from the Google Maps search. Don't try to contact 50 businesses. Start with your best 5. So when we reach out to these locations, we want to get past the gatekeeper, because more than likely we're not going to be able to speak to the person in charge, the decision maker, right when we pick up the phone. That's the reason they have the secretary in place. That's the reason they have a receptionist. So for example, at a nursing home, let's try to talk to the maintenance director, or at a car dealership, let's talk to maybe the service manager. So we want to talk to someone who has influence in the business and see if they have time to meet. So again, we're going on Google Maps, we're building our list of locations that seem like they have potential. We're going to reach out to those locations. So we're going to ask to reach out to the maintenance directors, service managers, someone that's above the person who's answering the phone, but obviously they're not going to be the main boss of the location. And we're going to do this in steps. We're going to get their name and contact information. If they're not available, that's when we're going to follow up. Now, what happens if they already have vending machines? Like that car dealership already had vending machines. That means that that's a viable location more than likely. So what we're trying to find is businesses that are unhappy with their current vending operation or that aren't getting enough out of them. Here's the deal. If that dealership is happy with their service, or if the owner's son does the vending, you're not going to get that account. What we're looking for is a car dealership where they have the machines, they're empty, they're not being filled, they're not giving refunds, they're broken down, they don't want to deal with the complaints, and then we're going to try to set up a meeting to show them how we can solve the problem that they're having. So after you've reached out to this list of businesses, you've gotten a contact person of someone that you can set up a meeting with, that's when you're going to try to sell your vending services and solve their problems. Also in this process, a big thing is to follow up. If you call and get a name of somebody or an email, the main thing is if you don't speak to them that day, that's okay. You can follow up in 3 to 5 days and check in again. Vending is not necessarily top priority at a hospital or a car dealership. They have a lot going on. So the ability for you to stay focused and follow up 2-3 times is going to be key to you getting this location. And here's the deal too. If they say no or they're not happy right now, that's fine. Move on to the next location. I can't tell you how many times we've reached out and they were happy in January, but come summertime, they weren't happy. Things change in vending. They have a big company, people get fired, their service goes down. If it's a solo vending guy, who knows? Life happens, he neglects the account, and things can change in 6 months. So don't write it off completely if they say no today. We've had locations that we've had to follow up with for 12 months before we were able to take them over. So it can be a longer process and be a longer sales cycle in vending, but it can be worth it. So finding profitable vending locations doesn't require knocking on hundreds of doors. It requires knowing what to look for and using this Google Maps method to do 90% of the work before you ever leave your house. The parking lot test is simple. 20 plus cars, 50 plus people equals the right type of business to generate the monthly potential income. You don't need 100 locations. You need 5 to 10 solid ones found using this exact process. Now, if you want the complete system for finding locations, closing them, and scaling, click the first link in the description to learn more. And I'll see you in the next one. But remember, most importantly, until next time, keep your drinks cold and your snacks fresh.